Alrighty, this is gonna be episode 4, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, episode 4 of the Road to 500 trades backtested. So let's jump right. It's still gonna be the same one up until we finish the whole year. But let's get a look at it. Okay, so pretty much same rules as the other videos, avoiding Mondays and any unnecessary high impact folders. So Monday, avoid. Tuesday, 10 a.m. is news. But it is just one folder, so shouldn't be too bad. Sweet, so we can see reaction is pretty minimal. It's not really too much. And if we look on the daily time frame, we can see that we did just sweep out these those highs, and there is a fair value gap over here, so we could be looking at something like this. So we could be shorting this week down to this FEG and then looking at longs the rest of the week. But that's just kind of high time frame, but or we can just keep continuing up. So I'm not really, just gotta keep that at the back of our heads. But yeah, that might be biased because we can see kind of already that the 4 hour is starting to accumulate. On the 1 hour we are downtrend. I mean, FEG fill right here, 1 hour break. If you look on the 30 minute, we took out that low. We could be looking to take out that low or come down to this FEG right here. So we'll keep that there as well. Okay, so we do get a pullback on that 10 a.m. candle all the way to that 30 minute. So yeah, we might actually because that daily fair value gap is all the way down here. Yeah, so we can use that as a take profit. Should hit if we get a pullback. So we get a tap. Just gonna mark out a 12. If it hits 12, I'm not trading, moving on to the next day. Okay, next day, move on. No trade, just complete follow-up to that fair value gap. So moving on to Wednesday. So there is quite a bit of news, but we'll see if it's any high impact. If it's high impact, we'll just move on to the next day. Sweet. So it doesn't look like too much. Doesn't look like too high of impact. Same thing, daily. We're starting to reject that daily fair value gap. The 1 hour did just pull back into a FEG to the downside, so we could be looking to go back down. Look on the 30 minute. You can already see where we are getting inspection off that gap. Only 15 minute. We didn't get it. We got a little sweep over here, and on the 5 minute, we can see on the 3 minute we inverse, and then we got a 5 minute pullback right here. So we could maybe just look to short right there and then stop. Should have just waited for this 3 minute to get filled because I'm pretty positive we're gonna fill that out. Yeah. And then if we do inverses, yeah, well, that should be all goods. And then short. Okay, so we did hit TP1. So he's going to be closing out 50% of the position, so 3 contracts, and then letting it run. Probably gonna let it see if it runs up into one of these, actually. Yeah, I reckon up until pretty much just that bunch of accumulation range over there. So it does end up getting hit. You just close out full position right there. So 1.8, not bad, not bad. We can move on to the next day. Thursday, 9:30, no news, that's good. That is great. Okay, so coming in on the 4 hour, pretty much new bias for, we could still end up respecting, but I doubt that. That doesn't really look like a retest. So we have this 4-8 hour fair value gap. We can see we've pretty much just been respecting both of these, just following through on that bearish bias. Look at the 1 hour, yeah, same. Unfortunately, no fair value gap was made on the 1 hour time frame, but there is this liquidity over here. So maybe there should be a pullback on the 30 minute. Nope. Maybe a 15. Or we could be looking too long, actually, right? Just because we did just get that sweep, and the only way, or only, I don't really see us going down any lower than that. I mean, maybe those lows, but we did just sweep that. So if we do get 5-minute confirmation, okay, so we did just get a change in the state right over here. If we look at the 1 minute, we did just get a pullback. Maybe on the 2 minute, yep. So if we do, yeah, so we end up respecting this little 2 minute fair value gap. It could possibly be a 3 minute as well. It's not, so it's a 2 minute, so we get a change in state with a sweep and a 2 minute fair value gap. We cut long and then put stops at this low, I want to say. Yeah. It's looking decent so far. Stop loss there. And then TP1 could be that high right there. Okay, so that TP did get hit. I know I'm closing out over here, but it just takes too much time setting the actual partial take profits. So we did take some off at 1.13. You should just take half off, and then leaving a runner to I could possibly even see these highs of these highs up here. Okay, so it stopped out. So pretty much just a 1 hour trade, which is never, it's alright. I mean, still a win, but not really the best of the best. So that little down move we just got could be a pullback up into this little 15, I reckon. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, coming up on Friday, 9:30. 9:30, yep. See, that wasn't really too much impact news. Looking at the 1 hour, we can see there is this high we can watch for. On the 4 hour, we are accumulating, just broke out of that pretty much. Draws could be, I mean, it is Friday, I can't really expect too much. Could be that, or even, I doubt, up to there. Well, if we look in the 1 hour, we did get a 1 hour fair value gap respection. So if we do get like a lower time frame pullback into maybe like a 5 minute before we sweep out this high, that could be looking for a setup. Or if we do sweep it and then we get a bearish reaction, we could look for shorts. Okay. On the 30 minute. I mean, yeah, on the 30 minute, if we get a pullback to like either one of these gaps. So what's the time now? Oh yeah, and that's 12:30. It's just gonna like bounce around now pretty much. So move on to the next day. Friday, Monday, we skip in. Tuesday, we have news at 12. And on 8:30, I believe. Around about 8:39. So pretty much just pre-market, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, coming in on market open. You can see impact wasn't too bad. Wasn't any impact at all, to be honest. On the daily, pretty bullish. We could see a pullback during this week up until this fair rally gap. So we could be looking for shorts during Tuesday and Wednesday on the 1 hour. Yeah, on the 1 hour, we could be looking to get a retest of this gap and to short down to the daily, or on this 30 minute can get a bit more risky. Look on the 30, yeah, and then drop down to the 1 minute. Okay, sweet. So we did pull back to that 1 hour. I'm quite confident we want to go down to this daily. So if you look on the 5 minute, if we do end up inversing, so we ended up inversing this fair value gap. We are getting a pullback to that. So if we do look on the 1 minute, if we get a respection yet, we sell and then stop loss right above that inverse. So right above the inverse, so like right around over here. And then take profit is going to be 50% off at 1 hour. So pretty much around about here. See, pulling back, accumulating, what's the time? Okay. Okay, so we ended up respecting pretty shorts. Could be looking for a re-entry depending on the time, because I'm quite confident we do want to go down. Yeah, okay. So I don't know what's up with that. Only 2 minute, we completely inversed. Have a breaker structure. I'm gonna try sell again. I am still quite confident we do want to end up going down into that daily, but could be wrong again. And that is okay. Sweet. Let's see if it plays through this time. Oh my days, we did end up hitting that low. Okay. I'm not gonna take any off. That's just unfortunate. Okay, so that is enough to start taking off. I'm taking off 50%, moving stops to break even, and then letting that run now. Surely filling the gap. Okay, never mind. So we ended up getting stopped out before filling the daily FEG, but as you can see, we did. I think we exited somewhere around here. So 1.4, 1.5, it's not bad. Certainly not my best, but it's not too bad. Don't really know what's up with price action this backtesting session though. Look on the 15 minute. Wednesday 9:30. News is at after 12. So during PM session. Whoa, okay. So we're gonna be avoiding that session. That looks like CPI, or it could be. Nah, that's CPI. That can't be FMC. Wednesday skip. Thursday 9:30. News is at around about 10:15, so we can honestly just wait for that. News should be at 10. 10 or 10:15, between those two. Okay, so skip, sweet. It's the 1 minute. Okay. So if you look in the 1 hour, we can see that there is a 1 hour fair value gap that got filled. On the 4 hour, we are overall bullish, so we could be looking too long. If we do look in the 30 minute, yeah, good respection. 15 minute, it is currently, no, it's not an FEG. On the 5 minute, there is still respection of this fair value gap. So not until that is either inverse or we get different confluence. Okay, there we go. All the confluence needed. If we do get a pullback into this, that would be great. Okay. We could do this one just because looks like we do want to take out those highs. So it's going to be more of a little riskier type. Stop loss. Okay. Yeah, I deserve that. And then we are just accumulating because it is 12 now. Great. Move on. That was a stupid loss. Shouldn't have taken that trade. Friday we have one red folder at 10. See if that is high impact. Not, I wouldn't say it's too bad. If you look on the 4 hour, it is still moving in higher highs and higher lows. On the 1 hour, that is bearish. Probably seeking out one of these two lows right here. Look on the 30-minute, no FEG has been made or sweep, so we can't even. But hopefully, on the 15-minute, we end up making a fair value gap before we go. Okay. Never mind. On the 5-minute, we did get this little pullback on market on 30-minute into market open, but it's not really A plus setup. Okay, on the 30-minute, okay, we did just get a pullback into a 30-minute fair value gap. On the 1-minute, we did get rejection, but we could be looking. On the 3-minute, damn. Okay, so there is this 3-minute over here. But we are respecting this 2-minute. So, maybe just take another risky trade. I mean, just backtesting after all my days. My bad, loading back in. Okay, so pretty much stops at these highs. And then shorting right here up until that. Okay. So we didn't end up taking out this high. We did hit 1 R, I'm pretty sure, but yeah. So we did hit 1 R. But yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if it's gonna continue going down from here. Maybe. I mean, maybe. Yeah. So you should just wait for that 5 minutes to get filled, and then if you're looking at the 2-minute, yup, that takes it out. Sweet. So entry was definitely wrong. Definitely not accepting a 1 R, and I mean, especially because it didn't even take anything off there. But also, you can see that. Just wait for the better setups, because bias was right, just entry was wrong. Friday, yeah. So Monday skip. Tuesday 9:30 open. Okay, so already first thing I see is 4 hour is getting inspection of this little 4 hour fair value gap. We did just take out these highs on Tuesday morning. I believe that's during London session. On the daily time frame, we are still bullish, respecting this little fair value gap. So on the higher time frame, we are bullish, unfortunately. But on the lower time frame, we are bearish, right? We could be looking to see a retest or a full refill of this gap, right? And then on the 30-minute, we see there's a fat pullback into a 30-minute fair value gap. So our high time frame is showing bullish, and our lower time frame is showing bearish. So we are just going to react and see Okay, hey. Jeez. So inverse, we get a pullback. Honestly, inverse again. Long that. Stop loss. Below that. And I'm gonna be taking 50% off. Could be looking to take, honestly, and just, let's see, they are. Yeah, we're just gonna take. So we're just gonna take the rest off. Full TP did get hit over here. So, not too bad. Moving on to the next day, which should be Wednesday. Wednesday, 9:30. Okay. So it looks like you got a pre-market trade, or pretty sure New York opens at 8, but volatility hops in at 9:30. So only 4 hour. You can see still bullish, still respecting that. Most probably on the daily as well. On the 1 hour, we did just take out these highs. And we did, I'm pretty sure, just hit equilibrium as well, yeah. So then on the 30 minute, there should be nothing. On the 15 minute, there is a 15-minute respect. So could be looking to target any of these, but we'll see how market open reacts. So clearly that sweep did the job on the 5 minute. That is just clear, unless this is just a retest. But I mean, inverse this. There's like some fat lows down here as well. So that could be. Oh my days, I forgot this candle doesn't close until like 3 minutes. Oops. Okay, all goods. Okay, TP1 hit. Taking 50% off. Stop loss there. TP2 hit. Taking full position off. So what was that? Somewhere entered, somewhere around about here, I think. Short position, somewhere around here, I'm pretty sure. And stop was somewhere here. Yeah, so pretty much not too bad. It's a decent trade, Way better than the ones we had earlier in the backtest session. Although I still don't know why we're accumulating like this, but. Okay, so Wednesday, Thursday, 9:30. We don't have a lot of news, only 2 folders, and they're both yellow. Okay. So coming in on the 4 hour, you can see, I mean, first of all, first thing I see, just swept previous 4 hour highs. There is a fat need for this gap to get filled. I mean, that's just like the biggest pool of liquidity that's just like resting there. It would be a joke for the market to not take it. I mean, we did get an inverse in this 1 hour. A lot of people probably got faked out there. On the 30 minute, we can see that okay, yeah, just keep going up, bro. Damn. even... Is there even sweep? Jeez. That might be all-time highs. Holy. On the 1 hour. So 30-minute. I mean, that is pretty... Yeah, that's on 12. Moving on to the next day. But probably would have been ended up a good long. Yeah. Should be down, go, 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 go. Who cares? Coming in on... What's this? Thursday, Friday, 11. There is red fold. I'm just going to skip that day. Monday, skip. Tuesday, 10 a.m. is news. So we could... Pretty sure 10 a.m. Yeah, 10 a.m. Looks like three folders. Okay, sweet. So market open, we can see pretty much not too bad reaction. We did just fill this daily for rally gap, so did just sweep daily previous highs as well. Right up here. If we drop down to the 1 hour, pretty much just tells you all you need to know. 4 hour, straight bearish. So probably looking to take out some of these lows. I mean, there is this 4 hour up here. No sweep happened. Probably we just basically putting in equal lows right there. If we look on the 1 hour, there is a 1 hour gap FEG right over here. So that means on the 30-minute should be a bigger one. Okay, pretty much same size. If we start seeing rejection, boom. 3-minute. Look at the 2-minute. 2-minute, so 2-minute is getting a change in state pretty soon. Only 1 minute, you can see IFEG. I mean, yeah, I don't know what's up with this accumulation though, but that's pretty much inverse. Stop loss is going to be over at these highs and then targeting. Yeah, I'm getting stopped out. We just filled this gap and I clicked too damn fast. Pretty bad trade though anyway. Or not, maybe. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna just get out over here, bro. I'm not hitting. Dealing with that accumulation. Let's see how it did play up. I'm just hopping out at this because nah. Okay, so TP did end up getting hit, but it was only, I don't even know if it would have taken some off there. It's just prominent lows down here. I mean, yeah, I didn't. Pretty interesting PA right there. Well, reckon we'll do one more and then review what it's looking like. Wednesday, 9:30. There is no news. News is on lunchtime. So we are all clear for PA AM session, which is always very good. It is also looking like a decent setup maybe. On the daily, pretty much already seeing it inverse. Draws is this fair value gap right here after we sweeped previous days highs on the 4 hour. There is a 4 hour fair value gap as well. On the 1 hour, we can basically just see continuation. We did inverse this, so if we do get a pullback, could be looking to short off that. But better entry in my opinion would be this 30-minute. So if we do get a pullback before hitting that big, yeah, also we didn't even hit these lows yet, so there's still so we pull back into that inverse along with this 30-minute, so that is way better entry. I do want to see, so we do get this inverse. We did just pull back and we are rejecting that, but I want to see on the 5-minute. Yeah, 5-minute looks, if this 5-minute doesn't get inverse, it's no trade. Okay, sweet. So 5-minute inversed, making a 5-minute fair value gap. That means if we get rejection off of that, sweet, that's pretty much all the rejection I needed. We might be down a little too low, honestly, for that. Okay, pretty much just gonna take some off here. Pretty sure it's TP1. Yeah, honestly, I'm not even gonna take anything off, just moving stops break even. Okay, now I'll take some off. Take 50% off, stop loss right here. And then following, just take the rest of that there. So pretty good trade. Just gonna go over that again. So pretty much saw that 4 hour had a demand, or well, not demand, but oh my days, bro. Hold up. So pretty much what we've seen is the 4 hour needed at fat liquidity resting over here at this fair value gap. So that was pretty much our draw for the day. On the 1 hour, we saw that we did get this inverse, and then we got a pullback into that as well, as long with this 30-minute FEG, and then came down to the 2 minutes, I believe. And then we wanted to see, actually it came down to the 5 minutes, wanted to see this 5-minute get inversed, which it did, along with creating a little mini 5-minute FEG for us to trade the rejection off, and then just continuation down to that drawn liquidity, which ended in a 2.29, I believe, 2.19. So not too bad. Let's review the session. So 50 trades out of 500 so far, so not, it's getting there, but it's still a long way. Overall win rate over those 50 trades were 74%. So that means we took 10 trades this session. Pretty much. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we took a trade over here. That should be the 10th one. And during April, we can see that April isn't the best performing month. Actually, it is one of the top months, but we can see March is really good. April was sitting at 14.77% gain on the replay account. Ended up with 242. Doesn't really matter the money, I mean. And then on May we can see we got a win-win. And then I think it's a break even, or it could be a loss. Pretty sure that's a break even though. And then, or like it might be that one where it was the win and then I mean the loss and then the win. And then we can see we lose 2 consecutive trades in a row, and then the rest were ended up pretty decent winners. And then that was that break even one with the accumulation. So overall, not too bad. We can see that the account is currently at 37 winners and 13 losers. Win rate is 74%, I believe. 74, yeah. So this analytics for this replay is looking decent so far. It's getting a lot more data. We can see that Monday's been completely avoided. Thursdays is actually one of the worst performing days of the week from all those 50 trades taken so far. And then trades a month, average 10. Don't really know how that works. Trades a week, 2.5, and then trades a day. Trades per day. So it's pretty much the average of the trades you get per day of the week. It was a bit confusing. And then on the year, we can see January was overall green. February, I'm pretty sure that's US tax returns or something to do with tax. That's why it's always going to be the least performing month. You see March was an amazing month. April, not too bad. But we can see overall green is a lot more than red. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 red, and I'm not even going to count the green. It's way more. But this is going to wrap it up. So yeah, latest.